I've been working, I've been praying, and I confess I've been a little bit worried too. I've been a little bit worried about our nation and all the things that we have been dealing with, particularly down toward the end of 2014. The renewed attention on racial issues, though it has come through terrible disparities, I think it is a good conversation for us to have. Because I think the way we glaze over racial distinctions in an attempt to be ingratiating often leaves the elephant in the middle of the room. I know we have saying in church, God is colorblind and all of that kind of stuff. It comes from a good place, but it's not really a true statement. God doesn't have to go blind to like me the way I am. So, yeah, he doesn't have to go blind. With great detail, he shaped me the way he shaped me. He meant for me to be this color. He meant for you to be that color. He meant for me to have this culture. He meant for you to have that culture. He didn't accidentally make me a man. He determined that I would be best suited for his purpose as a man. All of that is not things that he has to go blind to. Those are the details of how he made us. The challenge for us, whether it is male or female or Greek nor Jew or bond nor free, is to dwell together in unity and in peace. I'm concerned because when we get things out that are messages sent to us through the media has a way of manipulating perspectives in a way that are detrimental to all people. Okay? And a lot of what you think about anything going on in the country or in the world is based on who told you the story. When I travel abroad, I am amazed how different the news coverage is outside of the U.S. than it is in the U.S. Think with me for just a moment. In a world where the founding fathers established freedom of the press, never ever suspecting that the press would become big business. So when you take freedom of the press, it was meant to be freedom for the truth. Now it's become freedom to make a lot of money by manipulating the truth to get viewers to drive up ratings so you can sell commercial spots so somebody can get fat. So what really happens to us is that we all drink the Kool-Aid about each other. And the problem with the media driving the discussion, I love the media. They do a lot of great things that help us to be aware of a lot of things. But when they drive the discussion, anybody in television will tell you conflict drives up ratings. So it's not beneficial to our outlets to have peace and mediation and agreement. It is to stir controversy so people will get emotional and weigh in on issues. That's the negative side of it. The positive side of the media is if the media didn't bring the issues to our attention, we wouldn't know that there were crises going on in Ferguson or in New York or this or that or the other. I thought to myself, if reasoned men of God don't come together and get together and work this out, then we're going to be left to the boys in the hood and the people in the street to resolve it in an unreasonable way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Bishop Harry Jackson and myself, along with James Robinson from right here in Texas, are calling together a forum where pastors and leaders of all cultures and kind are going to sit down at the table and see if we can develop a better strategy, first of all, to become more united as a church. Yeah. See, and it's a really, really good thing. We've got everybody from former Mayor Andrew Young, who's also a clergyman, coming from everybody from Andy Young to John Hagee, coming into a summit to sit down and discuss these issues. Pastor Rod Parsley coming down to be a part of this process. Leaders from all over the country to begin to talk about not only problems. I think, first of all, we have to better understand what is going on. We have to take off our rose-colored glasses and begin to recognize that just because we're in the same city or the same country or live on the same street doesn't mean we're having the same experience. So we want to talk a little bit about that. And then we want to go beyond that into the deeper and more important aspects of working out ways that the church can lead the discussion in bringing healing to the communities and opportunities to the communities. I'm not interested in a healing at the expense of somebody suffering. Just keep quiet. I'm not just saying just keep quiet. Let's not just tell people just be quiet. Let's fix the problem so people can enjoy life more effectively. See, I don't want to be anesthetized. Just put him to sleep. He ain't no better, but he's asleep. No, I don't want to do that. I think we can fix the problem. A lot of the problems sitting around the criminal justice system, the inequities in those areas, education is an issue, economic empowerment is an issue. We need better schools, we need better training, because I find out that intelligent people are less likely to do crazy stuff. When you don't think right, you can't do right. But anyway, let me move this along. I'm going to be doing something this week. We're going to be having that summit this week, and I'm going to be hosting it right here at the Potter's House. And I'm excited about it. Thursday night at 7 o'clock. I really, 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 really need you to come out in full force. I do not want to host an event where our guests come and we are not here. And I think this is an important subject that we're all interested in. We're going to be in sessions all day. The sessions are closed to the public. We're going to come out at 7 o'clock and begin to offer some solutions, have a worship service. We're going to have a communion. We're going to bring this stuff up under the blood, and we're going to see change in the streets of America. We don't have to kill each other to get along. Come on, talk to me, somebody. Everybody ought to be shouting off of that. We don't have to kill each other to get along. We can get along. We can get along. We don't even have to agree about everything to get along. We can do better than this. Our country can do better than this. I refuse to sit back and let our country become infected with some of the turmoil that we're trying to fix in other countries. We can do better than this. I just believe. And so the blood wash ought to lead the conversation. I just want you to show up at 7 o'clock on Thursday and intercede with us and pray with us. Daystar is going to be showing it as well. We're going to be streaming it. So to our eChurch family, 7 o'clock Thursday night, put it on your calendar. Come on out and be a part of this. Home Base is going to be here. Creative Arts Department has been reaching out to churches all over the city, white, black, brown, asking them to form a mass choir. They're going to have a rehearsal. They're going to sing together. We're going to come together. We're going to pray together. And we're going to move this thing on down the road. I said, we're going to move this thing on down the road. Come on, we need some leadership here. We're going to lead this thing right on down the road. Let's get a grip on this stuff. Let's get a grip on this. Let's get a grip on this. Are you with me?